everyone, and thanks for tuning in to my weekly video message. After 49 days of counting the Omer, we have finally reached the holiday of Shavuot and are about to celebrate receiving the Torah at Mount Sinai. Now, while Shavuot celebrates the giving of the Torah as a one-time event, it also celebrates us receiving the Torah each year anew. Every year, amidst all that we're experiencing in our lives and in our country and in our world, Shavuot invites us to open our minds and our hearts to the Torah's wisdom and to do so anew, and to open ourselves to what the Torah asks of us in the times that we're living in. This year, amidst all that we're experiencing, I'm thinking about the Torah's call to chesed, to keeping our hearts open to one another in loving kindness, care, and concern. I'm thinking about the fact that even though there are those in the world who are using Torah to justify profoundly cruel violence, and even though there are stories in the Torah of people causing great harm to each other, that ultimately the Torah envisions and demands that we build a world of radical kindness and open-heartedness, and a world of deep care for our neighbors, for the most vulnerable and marginalized among us, and for those who are far outside our immediate circles of concern. A midrash or rabbinic teaching speaks beautifully about the ways that loving kindness is at the center of the Torah. It teaches that the beginning of Torah is loving kindness, the middle of the Torah is loving kindness, and the end of the Torah is loving kindness. At the beginning, God clothes Adam and Eve. In the middle, God visits Abraham while he's healing. And at the end, God buries Moses. I also love how Rabbi Nachman of Breslov talks about this, when he teaches that the entire Torah is called Lev, is called heart, because it ends with the Hebrew letter Lamed and begins with the Hebrew letter Bet, which combined together spells the Hebrew word Lev, which means heart. The Torah at a fundamental level is about open-heartedness and kindness to one another. This Shavuot, in these times that we're living in, the Torah is speaking loudly and clearly. We must keep our hearts open. We must not look away from each other's pain. Instead, amidst the great cruelty of this time, we must commit even more strongly to each other's safety, freedom, and thriving, and to do so precisely as an expression of our kindness and care for one another. We must build a world of radical love and radical concern for us all. In a world where Jews are being murdered, where Israelis are living in fear, where Palestinians are starving, where immigrants and trans people are being denigrated and denied their rights, and where so many of us are experiencing profound harm, the Torah calls out to us this Shavuot to redouble our efforts to bring more kindness and care into the world, and to redouble our efforts to fighting for a world in which everyone gets to experience safety, freedom, compassion, and dignity. Whether we choose to focus on how we treat others, or on giving money to a cause that's doing good work, or whether we want to get involved in a state level or national level campaign to make movement on an issue of concern, we can be sure that there is no greater expression of the Torah's values than meeting the cruelty and harm being done in this moment with love, kindness, and open-heartedness to all. With that, I want to invite each of us to reflect as we prepare for the holiday. In what ways do you see kindness, open-heartedness, and loving care as being at the heart of the Torah, and as being its fundamental message and call to us all? And how might each of us contribute to bringing kindness, care, and open-heartedness more to the center of our world, and more into the center of our communities, our country, and our relationships? As usual, I look forward to hearing your responses to these questions. You can reach me at rabbi@bethtorah.org. I look forward to hearing what's on your heart and on your mind, and wishing you a very meaningful and happy Shavuot.